Hello everyone, my name is Rafal and welcome to my vlog. So for those who watch my vlog, you guys probably noticed I'm in completely a different place. Currently I'm in Poland for a little bit of vacation with my family. As you guys probably know, I'm originally from Poland and my family still lives here, so I'm going to be visiting some of them. But also I'm doing a headshot photography workshop in Krakow. So if you are from Poland and you're interested to join this workshop, I will link all the informations down below. So also if you have any additional questions, you can always email me or message me. I'll be more than happy to answer all your questions regarding this event. It's going to be an amazing workshop. Everything is already set up and good to go, so I'm pretty excited and I can't wait to meet my Polish fellow photographers and work with them to improve their headshots. So today's vlog, I just want to talk about something which in my opinion is quite interesting, and I've been receiving a lot of messages and emails and a lot of my viewers asking me why I'm doing those creative shoots. Do I ever get clients for those type of work? Why I'm doing this, if this is even worth it, why I'm wasting my time on putting glitter on some models and then doing some flower shoots with some crazy backgrounds where, you know, a lot of people think that there's no clientele for those type of work, because this is not typical headshots. This is not kind of corporate look. This is more creative stuff. So I want to actually dedicate this entire vlog and explain why I'm doing this and if this is even worth it. Why actually I decided to go this path, and I'm doing quite a bit of those shoots on the daily basis. Actually, I'm trying to do this at least 1 or 2 shoots every couple weeks, and I found this is extremely important for my business, for my exposure, for getting clients. And so let me get into this, and I actually create 7 points why I'm doing those creative shoots. So recently I also have done with my team amazing, in my opinion, creative shoot where we found very beautiful model. We actually come up with some concept which we already have done it. We just try to do something different and improve it a little bit. Monica and Jamie did an amazing job on makeup and as well as the hair. And also we try to play with variety different gels and backgrounds and you know, kind of building up this entire shoot, you know, from kind of the basic headshots to more and more creative. So again, my question is, and this is what actually your question, why I'm doing this. So there's several reasons why actually I do those creative shoots. So let me jump into this and let's explain to you why those creative shoots are so important for me, but also they should be important for every photographer who is professional or amateur. Doesn't really matter. You know, we need to, in my opinion, of course, dedicate a little bit more time and thoughts and focus on those, because this is how we're going to grow and that's how we're going to improve our work. So the reason number 1 why I'm doing those creative sessions is to keep my portfolio fresh and unique and different. A lot of photographers, and this is something which always frustrates me, they have this kind of expectations. They don't pick up the camera till get paid, and this is not the way I like to work. I like to basically also do those, I would say, stress-free photo shoots, because then I can actually focus on something unique, something different, and it's not necessarily I have to get paid for my work. So going back, what I was saying is this shoots keep my portfolio fresh and unique and different. You know, those images are definitely something which you know, they're getting more viral, I would say. People pay more attention to them. If I would basically shoot only just the regular headshots, I think I would have not only massive competition, because a lot of those photographers doing the same work. So this is what I'm trying to do, to keep my work unique and different, and also to get some kind of attention from my viewers for my work. And this is extremely important. And of course, and this is the kind of the main thing, there's no much clientele for those type of work. There's no question about it. But what I'm getting out of this, I'm getting attention from a lot of people. And a lot of my clients, and this is gonna sound kind of crazy, they pick me and they hire me because they've seen or they saw some images which are different, they're unique, and they ask for just a regular headshot session. So this kind of separates me from a lot of photographers and separates me from this big crowd of headshot photographers, because people see something different, and in my opinion, they think that, well, if he can do something like this, he can also do something more basic. And this is the kind of the number one reason why I'm doing those creative shoots. So the point number two is, whenever I'm doing those creative shoots, I'm still learning photography, and I'm learning new concept, I'm learning new ideas, I'm learning lots about photography. Basically we need to keep practicing. If you actually only doing those paid shoots and you don't practice, you don't try different things, and you don't try something which you never tried before, you're gonna kind of get to plateau level where you're gonna be doing the same thing over and over again. On the top of that, I have to mention that creating those creative shoots where I can explore new ideas. I'm not afraid of failure whenever I do something and something doesn't work, because whenever I'm doing those creative shoots, I have a team of people, and even if we screw up, then we learn from it. Nobody gets upset, nobody gets angry. I don't have to fight back with the client, and whenever I have some ideas which work, I can very easily implement them in my just a regular work, and then I know this is going to work. You don't want to have paid photo shoot and try new things, because if you fail, everything's going to be on you, the client will be upset, and then basically it's going to cause a lot of problems and issues. So that's why those creative shoots are extremely important, to learn some of the new stuff and make sure you basically know how to do them, and then you will be ready to shoot them on those paid gigs or paid photo shoots. So the reason number three is, so those unique and those creative shoots definitely can lead to paid jobs, and this is something which I basically doubted back in the days, but I can give you one simple example which happened recently. I've done, you guys remember, one of those shoots with the flowers on the background, and a lot of people like, wow, this is kind of cool, but who would pay for this, and why you would do something like this? There's no way you're gonna get client from it. And believe it or not, after that photo shoot, I was approached by several floral companies which were interested to work with me, and actually I got a couple jobs from this one image, which I was quite blown away that this kind of very strange concept, or something which I would say never, nobody would, I would say, pay for it to do something like this, because it was extremely costly, and it's kind of like just more creative type of work than something which people would hire you to do for themselves. And yes, I was just blown away. I was contacted by a couple companies, and then they were, first of all, interested to purchase those images for their portfolio, for their stuff, and also I received a couple paid jobs from this particular shoot, which again was creative shoot, nothing kind of crazy, and I would never again expect it that someone will ever contact me to get me some paid projects to do because they saw those images. And this is another reason. Most of the time we really don't know where this whole thing is going to lead us. Even it's strange concept, maybe this is something which for the typical viewer, nobody would be interested in something like this, but because it's different and it's unique, and you don't know where this whole thing is going to draw attention and who's going to approach you, to hire you for some type of work which might fit what you've done. So this is something which I highly recommend it to a lot of people. Don't be afraid to try something different and strange, and then something which typically nobody would do it, because that definitely might lead you to some new project and paid jobs from clients which you would never expect. And this is what happened this particular time. So now I got boosted with more energy and passion to do something which I was always afraid to do. So again, make sure to explore some of those ideas you have, and don't be afraid that even this is the craziest thing ever, because this might be that might lead you to some interesting connections, and then also some potential jobs. So another reason why I'm doing those creative shoots is to building my team. This is something which is extremely important, and I'm sure a lot of people don't realize how important that is. So I would never take for paid job someone who I never worked before, or someone which I don't trust. This is something which is also extremely important, especially someone else's work, for example, makeup artist or hairstylist or fashion stylist, and that's going to influence your work. So you want to make sure you work with the team of people you can definitely trust, and you can definitely work together. I have my team, so whenever I have paid gigs and paid photo shoots, I always recommend them, and I always try to get them on board, because I know the results of those photo shoots, they're gonna turn out really well. So again, this is something which, building a team, it's not an easy thing. You have to go through certain difficulties and challenges, and those creative shoots, they definitely help to build that team, and then you can actually learn from each other what you can expect from the other person. You can see how the other team members work with the client. There's a learning process, and I can tell you that I was searching for my team for about a couple of years to find the right people, and now I know I can trust them with anything. I can go to any photo shoot, and I know they will do a good job, and that's going to reflect on my work. So again, this is going to be a tip for you guys. If you're doing those creative shoots and you're deciding to do them, you can test different people, and you can basically try to build throughout this process the team. So when you start getting those paid jobs, paid photo shoots, then you can have a team of people you can trust and you can work, and that's going to again reflect on your work, and this is extremely important and extremely beneficial for your future project. So another tip, and another reason why I'm doing those creative shoots, is basically building my social media. As you probably most of you guys know, the social media is extremely important part of today's business model. We need to be part of it. We need to create a content which gonna attract your potential clients, and those creative shoots, basically they're gonna do that because you're gonna be basically unique and different. And on the top of that, what I've noticed with those creative photo shoots, those images, not all of them, but some of them, they get viral, and they got picked up by different magazines, they got picked up by different influencers, they got picked up by different companies, and then you basically start growing your social media. And also that was something which I didn't know before. I have to be honest, I didn't expect that creating those unique images, they're gonna get way more interest, you're gonna get more attention. So that's why it's extremely important to create something which is different and unique, because that's how you're gonna get noticed. And I got picked up recently by some magazines, which I was extremely thrilled and I was extremely excited to even look at my work. And not only that, they decided to share it on their pages, and they decided to spread the word about what I do. And it's amazing that you can very quickly grow your social media by getting those creative images, and they're gonna kind of go to the world, and then you're gonna get you know, some kind of attention. So this is also extremely important. And again, by doing just the regular shoots, you're gonna disappear in this massive ocean of different photographers. So again, this is extremely important to create something which is different, which is unique. I know it's not an easy process, but I think as soon as you get into this and as soon as you start doing this, those ideas start kind of coming like crazy. One idea is going to lead to another idea, and that's how you're going to kind of like, you know, growing and expanding some of those concepts and some of those you know, interesting things you're doing, because that's, I would say, the nature of photography, that you're doing one thing and this is gonna take you to something different, because as soon as you start understanding this entire process is much easier. So I'm not gonna be bragging more about it. Let's summarize this whole thing. I again highly recommend, if you have free time on your hands, don't just focus on those paid gigs. Try to be more creative and try to dedicate some time to do those creative shoots, and then explore photography and explore your ideas, your thoughts, your stuff which, you know, you would never typically do on regular photo sessions, because that's what's gonna grow not only your business, but social media is gonna pretty much, you're gonna grow as a photographer. So this is extremely important. I was one of those people who also has very I was against this at the beginning, but then as soon as I start doing them, I noticed there's so much benefit from it that I could never get this just doing just the regular shoots. I can assure you that. So for those who are asking me why I'm doing this, you guys probably now have a little bit of better understanding. And again, people don't pay me for some of those shoots. I'm doing this completely free. I'm just exploring some of those ideas, but that's what you're gonna kind of get back in return for doing them. And I'm gonna highly recommend to everybody to start doing them. It's a lot of fun. So those shoots have definitely some kind of different energy, and there is no much tension, stress. You can really enjoy photography and then having fun, and you don't have to worry that, you know, this client might be unhappy or this client might have some issues with your work. Those shoots definitely bring a lot of joy to everybody, yeah, this is how I actually feel I'm growing as a photographer. So if you have any additional questions or if you have any comments, please feel free to comment down below, and I will be more than happy to answer all your questions. Meanwhile, I will be keeping you posted on my upcoming headshots. I will do some vlog from it. It seems like it's going to be quite interesting event. Can't wait for it. And yeah, stay tuned. I'll try to do several vlogs when I'm in Poland, and then as soon as I get back to Canada, I can promise you those vlogs will be more frequent, as it's gonna be a little bit, I would say, less busy, and I have a little bit better environment to do them. Here is kind of hectic a little bit, so that's why I skipped last week to do the vlogs. So I hope you guys forgive me. So stay tuned, thank you for watching, and we'll be in touch very soon. Bye bye.